Hello, hello. Thank you. Sorry, I got emotional with the prayer. It's so good to be back. That's the second time I cry when I'm here because I was out of the States for a year. But anyways, be very welcome. I feel very welcome here. And you and your invisible friends, I brought some with me today. I'm sure you brought yours too, right? So be very welcome. May the light of love that we are immersed, even though we don't detect all the time, but we are, touch your heart tonight, our hearts. And may, when we get out of here tonight, we feel a lot better than when we came. That's my wish for all of you. Okay, signs that you are ready for the world of regeneration and fifth dimension. Why did I put a fifth dimension there? Because I am speaking to this country, United States, and the world actually. If you run a research on the internet, that's how they call what we know for world of regeneration. It's the fifth dimension. So it's the same thing, okay? So, it's this idea. There is something here that is saying the languages. I don't understand. Can you move?
Screen is touch screen. So if you touch the screen, it will pop up these things that you're telling.
I didn't touch it. Just remove it from here. Thank you. So the fifth dimension is this idea that this one, sir.
And if you touch that again, even a little bit, it will pop up again.
We will get to know each other. By the end of this talk, we will. So the fifth dimension, just for those that never heard this term before, that's the term that the whole world, especially the US, is using for this idea that we have, that we are evolving is spiritually. Maybe some of you heard ascension. The word of ascension, same thing. So because we are evolving to a new level of spirituality, so that's how they call, we are going to the fifth dimension. We are ascending. It's a spiritual understanding of ourselves. It's the same thing. The new age, the age of Aquarius, the age of ascension, the awakening, the fifth dimension, the world of regeneration, the same thing. Clear? Okay. So because I'm speaking to this country, that's why I have to mention both. World of regeneration and fifth dimension, because if I say only world of regeneration, and if I say only fifth dimension, but now it makes sense. Okay, good. So no matter where you find yourself in this beautiful earth journey, I want you to know that we belong to the most creative, courageous part of the divinity, okay? No matter where you find yourself. I like to make it start with that. So let's see, we're gonna talk about two things, and I say we because we are going to talk. We're going to talk about the main changes planned for the regeneration or ascension period on earth announced by Jesus. Okay, and we're also going to talk about the main characteristics of the spirits that will be part of this new generation that will emerge on this planet. So what's going to happen after the transition? That we talk a lot about the transition, especially the Brazilians. Well, but here they are talking a lot too, just different word, just ascension, just other new age, just other words, right? So I bring here a passage from this book, how many of you know this book, Genesis by Allan Kardec? Okay. So this, I brought this word. These words were synthesized by Allan Kardec in this book, The Genesis. This is an amazing book written in 1868 by Allan Kardec, and also with the help of the mediums and the spirits that were part of this plan to bring the teachings of the spirits through Allan Kardec, which was pretty much a scientist, has this scientist view, and he put together all these works, if this is the first time you're listening to this. And the interesting thing about the book of Genesis in particular, and the Spirits book as well, is all of them, but okay, let's talk about the Genesis. The more evolved in technology, science, medical field we are, the more this book makes sense. We understand it better and better and better. The more we evolve. This is very interesting. So, what did Kardec synthesize there about what Jesus said? So, about this time of transition, of ascension, so we first what would happen? So Jesus said, this is the words of Kardec. It is the announcement of calamities of all kinds, which will strike and decimate humanity. Calamities endangered by the great contest between good and evil, faith and mistrust, progressive and retrogressive ideas. Sounds familiar? Anything to do with what's going on in the world right now? Or not? Everything? Everything? Yes? So, a lot of divisions, a lot of, I am on this side, you are on the other side. Separation, right? Calamities, a lot of atrocities happening, a lot of things, wars, everything, and then the nature, right, is responding to how we treat our planet, our wonderful planet. So, contest between evil and good. A lot of people confused about. Yeah, I was reading yesterday something. I was laughing. Something just to laugh. There is a new theory on the internet that the internet died 5 years ago. And then I said to Juan, I said, did you know that? It's a conspiracy theory. So there is a group of people that believe that. And Juan said, I don't get it. So who is there? Artificial intelligence. It's nobody. The internet died. So all the messages, all the things, because there are some robots accounts on Twitter and Instagram, they post things. I don't know if you have seen those models on Instagram. They are only artificial intelligence. They do not exist, but they talk. So there are people there, talking, and then people, they really treat them as person, but it's artificial intelligence. So there are accounts in Twitter that says, I hate texting. I just want to hug you. 48,000 likes. These are not people, humans. These are robots. But people are following robots. So because of that, there are some people that believe that the internet died 5 years ago and it's only artificial intelligence. So nobody else. So anyways, so all those ideas, progressive ideas and retrogressive backwards ideas. So we don't know what to believe anymore. Is it true? The CGI, the fake, when people put the person's video and they can fake what they're saying. So there's a lot of confusion. So basically we can agree with Jesus, not that we need, but we can agree that we are going through all of this, right now. So The next one continues. This is a small message there on chapter 17, item 56. So secondly, the spreading throughout the earth of the gospel restored to its pristine purity. Later, that of the reign of good, which will be that of universal peace and brotherhood, put in practice by all people. So all over throughout the world. Okay, continue. It will truly be the kingdom of Jesus, for he will preside at its establishment, and men will live under the guidance of his law. We will talk about this. Hold on. So it will be the reign of happiness, since he says that after the days of affliction will come those of joy. So first we had all the confusion, all that we are going through, right? Even the medium Chico Xavier mentioned that. So all this, what is going on, it's not a privilege of Spiritism. Jesus said that a long time ago. And we also have people, good mediums, all over the world. Also, other ancient books, you can also find this, all this. So this is not something that was a privilege of a small group of one person. This is a knowledge that everybody is talking about on the internet. People are aware that we are going through a transition and that we need to evolve. They started to get this idea. I studied that a lot. I wanted to hear how people are coping with this transition. People that they can tell they are more than a body. So I like to read that a lot. So we will talk about this. So from adolescence to manhood, that's the message from this little item 6 from the Genesis book, that it means that as humankind evolve, we will get out of our diapers, and we will become a little bit older. We will grow. Not the human being, the wonderful human being yet, but we're not babies anymore. We understand about a lot of things. We can understand. Now even science is spiritualized. We see researches on the cure of cancer or other diseases like that, very serious diseases, being done with the sound wave. So those researches and studies, they are reflecting that we are getting out more and more of the material, of the condensed matter. And we are going to new levels of understanding. Okay, so now we're going to talk. What does it mean to ascend to the world of regeneration or fifth dimension? What does it mean to you? There is no right or wrong. There is no wrong, actually. I want to hear from you. No right answer from the book. Your answer, your opinion. It's safe. You can go ahead.
Well, for me, I would think that we're getting to the point that we start to learning about our mistake and what it was need to be correct, and working on that instead of just ignore it or creating more. We are trying to fix what's right in front of us and growing with it, make the person grow. At least that's how I see it.
So we are growing with others, learning about our mistakes, and learning other things about other people. Sure. So we are expanding our knowledge. Okay, wonderful. Anybody else? What do you think? What do you think? It's really your opinion. Really, really. Everybody here has an opinion about this. Yes? Yes, Rafael.
That we're able to provide to everybody basic needs for surviving, for being alive.
We're more concerned about what's going on with other people. Great.
Mindfulness.
We are calming down our thoughts, and we can see more things like in a more calm way. Excellent. Wonderful. Yes. Yes. So what is your opinion, Natalia?
Actually, it's similar with Raphael, because I think it's actually it's not only when you give everybody what they need, at least the need, the basic, but it's when you understand that you cannot be happy when your brother is hungry. You cannot be happy if you don't work for the good of other people, servitude. I think this is the main word. You need to serve the others.
Absolutely.
As brothers,
Yes, yes, absolutely. Beautiful. Yes. So Natalia is talking about being a service to one another. And now we're getting more and more involved with others' situation and problems and conflicts because it's in our hands, in our cell phone. We cannot ignore. We cannot ignore. So I don't read news that much, but I read a newspaper from São Paulo, a Folha de São Paulo, and it's like the CNN kind of, and there is a permanent section on that front page that says ways to end hunger in Brazil. So it's a section over there. I love that. They never had that before. But because of the situation, this is growing exponentially in Brazil. So I think this is amazing. And it's a sign. It's a sign that we cannot simply ignore that others are in need. And it's so beautiful that we find in ourselves that we can do something about somebody else's pain. Yes, that is beautiful. Okay, who else? What does it mean to ascend to the world of regeneration or fifth density? Larry, Ana Lucia, who else is quiet? Luigi.
Luigi's quiet, something's wrong.
Luigi's quiet, something is wrong. Okay, let's move forward. If you want to go back, if you feel like you are shy to talk, not Luigi's case, but if you feel you're shy, then you can go back to the previous question. So next question. Is it necessary for an individual to be consciously aware of spiritism to go to world of regeneration? No?
I would say they need to have some kind of, cannot be just empty mind. I have no way to know what.
But just about the Spiritist teachings.
No.
Is there anyone here that think yes, it is necessary and it's totally okay? Yonara.
No, it's not like it's not, Kardec talks about that. It's not like everybody's going to get to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Spiritism will be part of their teaching naturally.
Uh-huh.
So,
But it is necessary.
it's not necessary to become
Right. So there are, okay, go ahead.
So the way I see it is that it's not necessary to have the label. It will be necessary to have the content.
That's why I like the necessary. If it's necessary, the question if it's
The
necessary.
label or the content?
The label.
The label.
The label?
The label. It's necessary for an individual to be consciously aware of spiritism. So that means that we are saying, yes, there are people that are on their way to ascension, to their spiritual awakening, to their spiritual ascension, and they are not aware of spiritism. Yes, good. We're just saying that it doesn't belong this because people might think, and I've heard before, that we know everything. We know everything that is going on in the spiritual world. We know.
No.
Right?
No, I think every religion teaches how to be spiritual. If you are spiritual, unless if you don't believe in God, Jesus, etc. Like if you believe them, you don't have to be spiritist for that.
Beautiful, beautiful. Love your feedback. Anyone want to say add anything? Okay, we go to the last question. So, at what point it is necessary for a person, incarnates or discarnates, to be consciously aware of their spirituality? Whatever that means to you, in your understanding. So, at what point it would be important?
I was going to say.
No, I know. This answer is not so short. It's not so short. Because, okay, go ahead, Ana Lúcia.
Yeah, exactly.
As soon as possible. Of course, as soon as possible. But like this. So, at what point it will be necessary? Let's say that I am a very materialistic person. But, and I've met those, but I'm a person that I care about others, that I am concerned about being a good person, having a good heart, but I'm very materialistic. I do not believe in reincarnation. I do not believe none of these things, but I am evolving, okay? At what point it will be necessary for me to start to understand my spirituality?
Before you cross over.
Well,
At least before
go
you
ahead,
cross
Luigi,
over.
go ahead.
Well, at the point you don't need to, because you're already exercising spirituality. Spirituality is not the belief of reincarnation, life after death. Spirituality is the process of evolving and being a good person in heaven and so on and so forth. It does not matter if you believe in God or anything like that. But if you're acting like just so you said, I'm caring, I love other people, you're already exercising spirituality. In a way that.
Okay, let's give one step back. Okay, so I'm not that good, but I care.
Okay.
It changed.
I care. I don't like gossip. I'm a person, straightforward. I care, but I'm very materialistic. So,
I think the key point there is consciously aware.
yes.
Because somebody can be, like, as Luis said, practicing the spirituality, if they are good and blah, blah, as you said. But they are not consciously aware that this is exercising spirituality.
Yes.
Actually, it's a very complex question, but if you need to answer like that fast, maybe at what point? Maybe in the point when you are in suffer, when you are in deep pain, and you have no clue how to get out of that pain. So if you look for something to get out of the pain, maybe you can find spirituality in a consciously way.
Yeah.
Okay, I am already a good person. I am already care about everything. But I'm in deep pain because I lost somebody, whatever problem that the person has. And they are looking for, something to get over that pain. Maybe that point will be this type of situation. I don't know.
Yeah, I love your answer. That's true. As soon as we are not satisfied anymore, as soon as we have everything, but something is missing, it's because our spirituality is asking, you need to step up. But it will be different for, just like Luigi said, it will be different for everyone because we are beings. Imagine this. Since the Americans, they love to talk about densities. So first density will be the rocks, second density will be the animals, third density humans, fourth density the emotions and mediumship, and fifth density is the people that are at service and they're here with a purpose. Okay, since we are talking about this, within me, Cintia, like here right now, and I'm not an angel or evolved spirit like that, but within me, I am traveling through many dimensions. in different levels, because I have a spiritual body, I have a semi-material body, I have a material body. So it's different. It's not linear like this. So it's different for every single one of us. We are so special. We are like a universe within us, each one of us. So it will be different. But to be consciously aware, there will be a point that we will have to wake up. But that's so personal, right? But as soon as we are looking for, like us, that we are here, as soon as we are looking for more information, we want to be happier, we want to get inner peace and gratitude, expand our gratitude, and all this, we are already on that path. There is a need for spirituality in our lives. But yes, spirituality we cannot create a concept. It's different for everyone. And that's why Jesus used to speak in such a simple matter. Because one parable, one story, different people ways. Yes? Becoming a World of Regeneration human, exploring the greater totality of who we are. It's all about this. It's about exploring the wonderful beings we are. This next phase, and for some of us, we are, and I know a lot of people are looking for answers, just like us. We are already in this phase. But that's what's going on. This transition is to give that little push we need to go to this. Because we will need, in order to be in alignment with the whole, with the divinity. Can you imagine if we were just like cavemen? Can you imagine me, cave woman? I think you can. But can you imagine? We never change, we never evolve. So it's part of life. We need that. Just like a child, we need that. And during our incarnations, we grow so much. The beautiful, the books that we have in Spiritism, the spirits, they tell us through the stories of different characters that we evolve so much between one reincarnation and another. We evolve so much. Because here we forget, we have the night between 2 days, we regenerate our energy, oxygen to our brain, and we wake up. Even though if we have a problem, it's a new day, it's a new start. So we have so many opportunities to focus on our well-being if we want to. I believe every single person that is here, incarnates and discarnates, they are on this journey already. So becoming a world of regeneration or fifth dimension means to explore the greater totality of who we are. Beyond our sixth sense. Six? No, we have five, no? Right? Not six. I'm counting with the mediumship already. Just, okay, five, sorry. Five sense. Going beyond that. Okay. So that means moral growth. This is all in Genesis, okay? Moral growth, multidimensional beings, beyond five sensory human, and exploration of what is possible, intuition, beyond the mind's limitation. So now we are learning that the way we think can create happiness and unhappiness inside our body and around us. We are learning a lot about this. With Spiritism, we've been very happy with Spiritism literature, that we have a lot of teachings, and they are so loving, so caring. I have, I am a researcher on my own. Like my soul I love to read about everything. And I've read so many segments of spirituality, and to prove me wrong years ago, not now. Now I'm completely convinced with these teachings of Spiritism. But I used to think, no, I found this Spiritism, I'm going to find something either better or the same. I didn't find. I did not. Like this, in such a details, and I couldn't find. So moral growth, it's exactly what all of you are talking today. So care about others. It's to speak our truth. It's to learn to say our truth, to respect ourselves, to respect boundaries, respect others, to be more sensitive about others, etc. So the other thing is a general understanding of immortality, embracing the totality of who we are. So the more evolved we are, the Spirit says, the more spiritualized we are. We are feeling, understanding, comprehending our spirituality, that we are immortal beings, that we continue after this body. So this understanding will be true to everyone after this transition. And I see that. I see this movement. A lot of people that don't know much about spirituality, they say there must be something else. This is not the end. It's so beautiful to see. So we will be more in power of our co-creator technology, because projection makes perception, and some of us, we know this, right? Some of us knows a lot about vibration frequencies. So what we project, right, our lives. Some people would disagree with me. I'm a polemic now, but polematizing now, I forgot the word, but whatever we see, we project, and that's what we're gonna get back in our lives. So if we think that people are there to mislead us, to cheat, that's what's gonna happen. Because that's my projection in a world. That's what I see in the world. And my life is an example of this, because I've been practicing the teachings of Spiritism. My life, it's positive. I'm not saying that I don't have a problem. I didn't say, okay? My life is positive. I am a happy person. I wake up every day and I am happy to be here, incarnated, so on and so forth. I could say so many good things about my life. It doesn't mean that I don't have things that happen, but I know all these things are part of my ascension that I need to go through, right? Because if I am here and I don't have any problem, how can I be good at that problem? How can I be one day helping someone if I don't go through problems or conflicts? How am I gonna say to someone, this happened because of that, try better next time? How am I gonna be a good counselor to someone one day? I can't. And how am I gonna be prepared to that family member that I find in the spiritual world, it's not doing so well? How am I gonna help them? Will I be unfit to help them? Or will I be in peace and understand that we all have our own journey and I can help them? I'm here to help. If you have read Nosso Lar, remember André Luiz, when he went back home, he saw that his wife got married again, and he was a spirit, and he goes like way back to Broward in a second. His thoughts were heavy, negative, jealousy. And then all of a sudden he goes back and he prays or meditate, whatever he did when we do to change our vibration. And then he says, no, I'm gonna help him. He's my brother. You know what? He's there, he's with my wife. and she loves him, and that's the attitude. When we have this understanding here as co-creators that, yes, I have a mother, but yes, she is an incarnated spirit. Yes, I have a husband, but he's an incarnated spirit. Before he is my husband, before she is my daughter, she is an incarnated spirit, independent being. Yes, Ana Lúcia?
No, you said so many things that's not the same or what I thought.
Sorry, but if you remember...
How can you counsel someone if you didn't go through that process? You don't have to. You have to have empathy for other people.
Right.
Then you learn from them. You see how they live, and then you assimilate and you use that.
Absolutely, but you have to have all the opportunities to learn the emotional intelligence. You had to have similar, you don't have to have the same, but similar. Exercise the muscles of emotions, the muscles of faith, and other values. Yes, absolutely, I agree. And the changes will affect all areas of humankind. Why? Because we are changing. We go to the supermarket now, we see a lot of things that it's keto diet, that changing, more natural. Why? Because we are looking for more natural food, better food. And people, they have to change, otherwise they're not gonna sell. So, when we change, everything else changes. It sounds like a cliche, but it's true. The Spiritist idea, now is what Yonara was talking about, Raphael, Juan, and everybody else already know this. The Spiritist idea will support the spiritual awakening. We are ready to support anyone that say, I want to learn more about reincarnation. You know, I want to open a clubhouse room called The Science of Reincarnation to talk about Spiritism, but I'm going to name it The Science of Reincarnation. I'm going to invite Luigi and Leonardo to come. So we're going to be there just answering questions to anyone from all over the world that want to talk about reincarnation. And with that, we can talk about so many things. So Spiritism, we are not different than anyone, privileged, nothing. We are just studying. We are taking the opportunity that came from France, didn't come from Brazil, came from France, and we are learning, just like people are learning Buddhism and other things. And whatever is missing, wherever you are, you can find more answers in the world. You can find. And if it's not in the world, and you have in your heart the desire to know, God will manifest a way. It will. It will. So, love for others is the basis of social relations, alignment with the whole. Exactly what all of you are saying. You see? You know all the answers? Okay, now we're going to see a little movie of 2 minutes. It's very important. Pay attention. This is very much Spiritism. Yes, please. Can I? Okay.
As human beings, we each resonate with our own individual energy that vibrates with a specific pattern of frequencies. Resonance is a natural occurrence. It is a part of each of us. The word resonance means the reinforcement of sound by reflection or the synchronous vibration of a neighboring object. For example, musical instruments and other objects are set into vibration at their natural frequency. When a person interferes with the object through direct contact, which places its energy into the instrument, this input of energy rearranges the particles and forces the object into vibrational motion at their natural frequency. In physics, there is a popular experiment that demonstrates this. A tuning fork is mounted on a sound box and placed on the table. Then a second tuning fork mounted on a sound box is placed on the table nearby. The first tuning forks are stationary with no audible vibration. The first tuning fork has been struck with a rubber mallet and it begins to vibrate at its natural frequency. These vibrations cause the sound box and the air inside the sound box to vibrate at the same frequency. Surrounding air particles are set into vibrational motion, also at the same vibrational frequency, and it becomes audible the moment later. The second tuning fork then begins to vibrate, making the same sound even though it is not being physically manipulated. At this point, the two tuning forks are ringing in unison due to an energetic alteration in only one of them. So why does this happen? Because the second tuning fork natural frequency matches the natural frequency of the first tuning fork, it was physically altered. Being that the frequencies match, there is a great possibility of getting immeasurable results that can be perceived through the physical senses. The first tuning fork forces the other tuning fork into vibrational emotion at the same natural frequency because they are connected by surrounding air particles. As the air particles surrounding the first fork begin vibrating, the pressure waves that it creates begin to impact the second tuning fork. The energy that is vibrated and carried by the sound waves through the air is tuned to the frequency of the second tuning fork. Since those sound waves share the same natural frequency as the second tuning fork, the tuning fork easily begins vibrating at its natural frequency. And this is an example of resonance. So what does this have to do with the world of regeneration or fifth density?
What do you think? Do you think this has to do with anything that we were talking tonight? Who said, You? Tell me.
We're going to be resonating with the same ideas that you presented, with the same actions, with the same kind of like, we're going to apply to different things, but we're going to be sharing the same ideas and motivations to work.
In Brazil's Spiritism, we call the law of syntony. And here I'm calling the law of resonance. It's the same thing. I don't know if you ever studied in Spiritism the law of syntony. So this is the same thing. So what does this resonance, law of resonance, has to do with the World of Regeneration and the fifth density? Everything. 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 I'll test you. When do you wake up? How is your gratitude level? From 1 to 100, what is your gratitude level when you open your eyes?
I'll say 80.
80? You wake up and you say, thank you so much. Thank you for the air I breathe. Thank you for this day. Thank you for my bed. Thank you for my pillow. Thank you. Thank you so much for the sun. Thank you, I am alive. Thank you, I am here in this reincarnation. Is that what you say? Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I love my family. Thank you, I love my job. Thank you. I love the Spiritist Center. I love to study my spirituality, to evolve. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for the food on my plate. Thank you so much for I'm here and I'm grateful for my body. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for the opportunities I have. Is that what you do when you wake up?
I don't do that far, but
From 1 to 100, what is the level of your gratitude? I want to hear from you.
I think mine is 30.
What is your level of gratitude?
95.
95. Okay, so people of the world of regeneration, we need to nail this. Because gratitude is the same thing as responsibility. Can you go to the last one? Alignment with the whole. Responsibility and honor is the foundation of this vibration. If our vibration is not responsibility, and honor is the same thing, I don't know if we were ready for the next phase. But we still have time. We are here, right? We are alive. I've met people sometimes, right, Larry, that says, I'm ready to go. I said, no, if you are here, no, you're not done yet.
He's always ready to go.
Always Larry said, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. No, you're not. No, you're not.
4 years we're here.
We are here. There's still time to raise our vibration. And that's our job. I need to finish, but I'll say this. So, high vibrations. Okay, tell me, low vibrations, what is it for you? What feeling is a low vibration? Fear? What else?
Worry.
Concern, worry, anger. This is here, right? All the problems are here. All the problems are here, okay? And here, happiness, higher vibration. Faith, gratitude, happiness, positive thinking, okay? And then you are here. Boom, problems, conflict. You are here. You're always here. Your vibration is fear, concern. You think people are after you. You cannot trust in people. It's a lot of people don't trust in people. I used to be one of them. Don't trust in humanity. You don't have faith. You don't have faith in yourself. You don't have faith in love. You don't have faith. So if we need to be conscious, because we are coming here, we are responsible for what we hear. Not responsible because I need to show Raphael that I'm evolving. No. Responsibility means my happiness is at stake. Because if I am vibrating on fear, on this dishonesty or whatever, this lower vibration, dense vibration, I am never here. So all the opportunities that those that are learning about spirituality know that we need to expand our consciousness, we need to raise our vibration. Okay? So the responsibility, the honor to be here on this planet, on this incarnation, is the foundation of this vibration. Each responsibility is an honor. Each honor is a responsibility. That's it. There is nothing else I can add. We are responsible for our vibration. We are responsible for our vibration. We need to be grateful. We need to be happy. We need to understand that we are here and not take this opportunity for granted. We are alive. We can love. We can heal. We can do so many things. So many things. It's up to us. I will finish here, and may this message touch your heart. And if we forgot to be grateful every day, simply let's go back to the exercise. Every night before you sleep, write down 3 things that you're grateful for. When you wake up, first thing in the morning, thank you to everything that your eyes can see and you can remember. Everything. Next time you see me, let's see if the things will not change. Let me know. I want to know. And thank you so much. I love each one of you. I'm grateful for this opportunity here on earth. And I know we can be so much better than what we are doing. Happy. We can. We already have the water, the pure water, which is the teachings of the Christ. Let's drink it. And let's bring some water to magnetize because it's good too. Thank you so much.